What has fins like ears, 8 delicate arms, and lives where sunlight has never touched? What creature dances through crushing pressure, freezing darkness and silence so deep it swallows sound itself? Meet the Dumbo octopus, Yurhaus, the most enchanting phantom of the deep sea.
Floating nearly 4,000 meters below the surface, this tiny cephalopod moves not with force, but with grace. Its fins flutter like wings, its arms trail like ribbons, and it glides through the blackness as if the ocean itself were holding its breath. You won't find it lurking near reefs or coral gardens. The Dumbo octopus lives in the Hadal zones, places so hostile that metal bends, light vanishes, and time seems to stop, yet somehow it thrives there. Soft-bodied, unarmored, and utterly unafraid. It doesn't hunt with speed or venom. It doesn't flee from predators. It simply drifts, waiting, trusting its world of darkness to sustain it. Scientists have called it the most adorable thing ever found in the abyss. But behind those wide fins and cartoonish eyes lies one of nature's most mysterious designs, a living emblem of serenity in a place that should only mean death. And as we explore this gentle survivor of the deep, we find ourselves face to face with a question older than the sea itself. How does something so fragile exist in a world built to crush it? Perhaps, just perhaps, it's another whisper of intention in the cold, unlit heart of creation. The year was 1883. A research vessel pulled up something strange from waters deeper than anyone had explored before. Tangled in their nets was a small, gelatinous creature with ear-like fins protruding from its bell-shaped body. The scientists aboard had no category for it, no frame of reference. It looked almost playful, innocent. Nothing like the fanged horrors they expected from the abyss. They named it after a character that wouldn't even exist for another 50 years, Dumbo, the flying elephant. But the name stuck because nothing else captured that sense of impossible gentleness. For decades, the Dumbo octopus remained a curiosity, a footnote, a creature glimpsed so rarely that some wondered if it was even real. But then came the age of deep-sea submersibles, high-definition cameras, remotely operated vehicles that could withstand pressures that would crush a human body in seconds, and suddenly we could see them, not as specimens in jars, but as living beings in their natural realm. The world they inhabit. Picture descending through the ocean. The light fades within the first 200 meters. Blue becomes gray, gray becomes black. At 1,000 meters, you've entered the midnight zone. No photosynthesis, no sunlight, just bioluminescence. Living creatures creating their own cold light in the darkness. But keep going, deeper. At 3,000 meters, even that sparse light becomes rare. The temperature hovers just above freezing. The pressure is 300 times what we experience at the surface, and still, you descend. At 4,000 meters, sometimes deeper, you find them, the Dumbo octopuses, the genus Grimpoteuthis. 17 known species, though scientists suspect there are more we haven't documented. This is the abyssopelagic zone, the Hadal depths, a realm where the ocean floor itself becomes alien terrain. Vast plains of sediment interrupted by hydrothermal vents and trenches that plunge even deeper into Earth's crust. Here, where the pressure could flatten a submarine, the Dumbo octopus floats effortlessly. How? The Dumbo octopus is small. Most species measure between 8 and 12 inches long, though some specimens have been found reaching nearly 6 feet. But size isn't what makes them remarkable, it's their construction. Unlike their shallow water cousins, Dumbo octopuses lack ink sacs. There's no need for a smokescreen in a world with no light and no place to hide. Their bodies are semi-translucent, gelatinous, almost ethereal. Those distinctive fins, the ears, aren't decorative. their propulsion systems. While most octopuses use jet propulsion, blasting water through their mantles to shoot backward, the Dumbo octopus has evolved a different strategy. It flaps like a bird, like something that should be flying through air, not water. The fins beat in rhythm, pushing the octopus forward in a slow, mesmerizing glide. When it needs to steer, its 8 webbed arms expand and contract, acting like a parachute, a rudder, a net, all at once. Watching footage of a Dumbo octopus in motion is hypnotic. There's no hurry, no panic, just smooth, deliberate grace. The pressure paradox. Here's what should happen to soft tissue at these depths. Collapse. The water pressure is so intense that empty spaces compress, bones would shatter, and air-filled cavities would implode. But the Dumbo octopus has no bones. No air pockets, no rigid structures at all. Its body is mostly water, the same density as the environment around it. This means the pressure inside its body equals the pressure outside. No gradient, no crushing force. It's a principle of physics turned into poetry. But there's more to it than that. The proteins in the Dumbo octopus's cells are specially adapted to function under extreme pressure. At the surface, these same proteins would denature, unravel, cease to work. Down here, they're perfectly calibrated. It's not just surviving pressure, it's being designed for it. The eyes that see without light. Look closely at a Dumbo octopus, and you'll notice something strange about its eyes. They're large, prominent, almost too big for its body. But what use are eyes in absolute darkness? Scientists puzzled over this for years. Then they realized the eyes aren't for seeing in the way we understand it. They're detecting the faintest traces of bioluminescence, the glow of other creatures. In the abyss, light isn't absent, it's just different. It's produced by living things. And the Dumbo octopus has evolved to perceive those tiny sparks in the blackness. Its eyes can detect movement, shape, perhaps even the subtle flashes of distressed prey or approaching threats. But here's the haunting part. Those eyes also give the Dumbo octopus an expression, an appearance of awareness, of presence. When you look at footage of one hovering in the void, its fins gently pulsing, its eyes gazing into the camera, it almost looks back. The Dumbo octopus is a carnivore, but you'd never guess it from watching one. There are no strikes, no ambushes, no chase sequences. Instead, it drifts, slowly, methodically, along the ocean floor. Its primary food sources are small crustaceans, worms, and other invertebrates buried in the sediment. Using its arms like probes, it feels along the seafloor, detecting vibrations and chemical signatures. When it finds prey, it doesn't pounce, it engulfs. The webbed arms spread wide, forming a net. Then they close, gently but completely, trapping the meal inside. The prey is drawn toward the mouth, a small beak hidden between the arms and consumed whole. No venom, no struggle, just inevitability. There's something almost merciful about it. In a world where most predators are nightmares of teeth and hooks and bioluminescent lures, the Dumbo octopus is quiet, patient, almost serene. We know very little about how Dumbo octopuses reproduce. Observations are rare. Mating has never been captured on camera. What we do know is this: females carry eggs in various stages of development at all times. There's no breeding season, no synchronized event. Instead, the female seems capable of releasing eggs whenever conditions are right, whenever she finds a suitable substrate or a safe location. The eggs are large compared to the female's body. Each one contains a fully developed embryo, no larval stage, no drifting in the currents. The hatchlings emerge as miniature adults, ready to float through the darkness. It's a strategy born of scarcity. In an environment where food is sparse and encounters with mates are rare, the Dumbo octopus has evolved to maximize every opportunity. But here's the strange part. Despite living in one of the most isolated habitats on Earth, Dumbo octopuses aren't rare within their range. Submersibles often encounter them. They seem stable, consistent. How? How does a species thrive in a place where survival should be nearly impossible? Perhaps the question itself is flawed. Perhaps survival is the wrong word. Perhaps they were never meant to merely survive. Perhaps they were meant to inhabit. For all our technology, our cameras, our submersibles, the deep sea remains largely unexplored. We've mapped more of the moon's surface than Earth's ocean floor, and the Dumbo octopus reminds us of that gap in our knowledge. We don't know how long they live. We don't know their population sizes. We don't know how they navigate, how they communicate, or even if they communicate at all. We don't know if they feel pain, experience fear, or possess anything resembling consciousness as we understand it. But we do know this. They exist. In a place where existence should be impossible, some look at the Dumbo octopus and see accident, random mutation over millions of years, trial and error in a universe indifferent to suffering or beauty. Others see something else. They see a creature so perfectly calibrated to its environment that calling it random feels insufficient. They see fins that move like wings, eyes adapted to the faintest light, a body structure that turns crushing pressure into neutrality. They see intention, not necessarily the hand of a deity intervening in every gene, but a deeper principle, a tendency within the fabric of reality toward complexity, toward elegance, toward forms that don't just endure but flourish. The Dumbo octopus doesn't look designed because it's complex. It looks designed because it's appropriate, because every element of its anatomy serves a purpose, because nothing is wasted, nothing is excessive, nothing is cruel. In the philosophy of natural theology, this is called the argument from design. The idea that the intricacy and functionality of living things point toward purposeful creation rather than blind chance. Critics argue this is an illusion, that we project meaning onto patterns, that evolution through natural selection fully explains the Dumbo octopus without need for a designer. But the argument persists, because the more we learn, the more elegant these creatures become. The more their existence feels less like survival and more like belonging. For now, the Dumbo octopus lives beyond the reach of most human activity. It's too deep for fishing nets, too remote for pollution to reach in concentrated doses. But for now is doing heavy lifting in that sentence. Deep-sea mining is no longer theoretical. Companies are developing technologies to extract minerals from the ocean floor, the same floors where Dumbo octopuses feed. Climate change is altering ocean temperatures and currents, even at extreme depths. We don't yet know how this will affect Hadal ecosystems, and plastic. Microplastics have been found in the Mariana Trench, the deepest point on Earth. If pollution can reach there, it can reach anywhere. The abyss is not a sanctuary, it's just remote, and remoteness is not permanence. The witness in the dark. But here's what strikes me most about the Dumbo octopus. It exists in a place no human will ever visit without machines. A place where our bodies would fail in seconds. A place we can observe only through glass and steel and camera lenses. And yet it's there. Gliding, hunting, reproducing. For millions of years before we discovered it, it was there. And if humanity vanished tomorrow, it would remain, unchanged, unbothered, continuing its slow ballet in the darkness. There's something humbling about that, something that punctures our sense of centrality. The Dumbo octopus doesn't need us. It doesn't even know we exist. And yet, in its delicate grace, in its improbable survival, it testifies to something larger than itself. It testifies to the resilience of life, to the reach of adaptation, to the possibility that even in the coldest, darkest, most hostile places imaginable, beauty can emerge. So we return to our question: How does something so fragile exist in a world built to crush it? Maybe the question has it backward. Maybe the Dumbo octopus isn't fragile at all. Maybe we've mistaken softness for weakness, gentleness for vulnerability. Maybe what we're seeing is strength of a different kind. Not the strength of armor or venom or speed, but the strength of perfect adaptation, of being so precisely fitted to your world that you need no defenses because the world itself becomes your ally. The Dumbo octopus doesn't fight the abyss. It inhabits it. It belongs there, and in belonging, it thrives. If there's a lesson in this, a whisper from the deep, it might be this: that fragility and resilience are not opposites, that grace can be a form of power, that the most unlikely places can hold the most profound truths, and that somewhere, in the crushing dark, beneath miles of water and silence, a small creature with fins like ears is gliding through the void, and the ocean holds its breath in reverence.